Hello and welcome back to TyburnRoad.com. In this video we are refurbishing a Lima GWR railcar. The model looks to be in fair condition, but as per normal the wheels are pretty grotty and there are vestiges of traction tyres that have gone thin and hard. Taking the railcar apart, it's nice to see it has passengers and a driver fitted. And here is the model broken down into its component parts. The trailing bogie certainly has got grotty over the years, and the motor bogie is pretty dirty too. The trailing bogie is ready for cleaning. The plastic frame is marked and dirty, whilst the spring pin, pickup plate and wheels are also in need of a good clean. We all have a different take on wheel cleaning. For myself, I like to use the Holy Trinity, which is T-cut, Brasso and then Terps. So start off by applying T-cut with a cotton bud and remove most of the crud that's attached to the wheels. Then go over with Brasso as often as is needed until there is no more dirt coming off, and then polish off with Terps just to clear off any remaining solutions. Halfway through the wheel cleaning, and you can see the difference between the cleaned wheel on the right and the uncleaned on the left. And here we have all the trailing bogie parts cleaned, the wheels, sprung pin and pickup plate all subjected to the Holy Trinity, whilst the bogie frame given a once over with a plastic reviver. Next we want to tackle the motor bogie, so we'll be cleaning the motor housing with a plastic reviver and scrubbing the wheels with the normal T-cut, Brasso and Terps approach. The ring magnet in its housing is a little bit grubby and covered in carbon deposit, and we'll put this right just by rubbing around a cotton bud with isopropyl alcohol and then letting that evaporate off and brushing up the casing. Although they don't look too bad in this image, the brushes and springs do have carbon deposits on them, and along with the bogie screws will go into a bath of WD-40 and then be cleaned and polished off with Brasso before refitting. Here you can see the dirt on the parts of the pickup plate that contacts the wheel axles. Along with the metal parts of the motor housing front plate, the pickup plate will get the Holy Trinity treatment and the housing plastic brushed over with plastic reviver. There is rust on the metal parts around the outside of the commutator, and I don't want to be too aggressive here, so a careful rub over with a brass bristle brush, I can never say that right, and then a clean off with T-cut will do the trick. The trailing bogie retaining clip also came in for a sorting out with Brasso, although later I found it had weakened over the years, could no longer be relied upon to hold the trailing bogie to the model, and had to be replaced. So here we have all the motor bogie parts cleaned and refurbished, and hopefully you can see how well the face of the commutator has cleaned up. It's almost like a penny. And now we're ready to reassemble and test the motor. The chassis gets a once over with plastic reviver, and the passengers and driver get a wash of hands and faces. Before refitting the motor, I've removed and replaced the old wires, added the new bogie retaining clip and replaced the traction tyres. Having given the bodywork a rub over with plastic reviver, it's just time to clean the windows and then we're done. Using my personal scale, this has been a 37 cotton bud restoration. Although I've given no hint of it in this video, between you and me this has been a cowson of a restoration. For no particular reason, I just kept coming up with problem after problem with this. However, we've got there now, and although it doesn't run as quietly as one would like, it's what it is for its age. Let's get on to the running. And this was to be the end of the video, which we'll play in a moment. But after the video was published, a subscriber to the channel, Ben, suggested filing down the gears. That would make the running sound smoother. The next part of the video is the railcar running before the gear was filed. Pretty horrible, right? So following Ben's advice, I stripped the motor yet again, removed the lubrication I had previously applied, and set to with some wet and dry sandpaper. Now, let's see what a difference that makes to the running. And there we go. Thank you for taking the time to visit me and watch this video. And if you have time, please do come and see me at www.tyburnroads.com, where you can see all the products that I manufacture, as well as the locomotives that I refurbish that I have for sale on that site. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Until then, bye bye.